It's time. It is absolutely time. I don't put these glasses on for no reason. I mean, the last time I put them on, it was because I was making a video saying I told you so about Iceman episode 3. And I haven't put on the glasses since then, but they are on tonight. But before I tell you what I told you so about again, and before I give you any information, and before I can say what I can speak on with confidence, I'm going to ask something from you. You must like, you must comment, you must subscribe, and you must hit the hype button. That is your way of showing support, and that is making me give you the knowledge that I have received. If you've been here before, you already know what time it is. You already know how we rock. We talk about music. We talk about the business of music. If it's your first time on the channel, I want to say welcome to the family. Please make sure you hit that sub button so you can watch the latest videos, and also make sure that this gets into the algorithm. I don't want to hold you any longer. I have good news tonight, so let's get right into it. Last week at the Raptors game, the Drake seats, those 2 seats that are courtside, they were iced out, right? Frozen in ice, real ice, signifying that, Iceman may be on the way. And I made a video and I said, this is a good sign because number one, that's not random. Number two, when I've been giving these videos talking about what the rollout should look like, one of the main pieces of advice that I've given is that he should be flexing his muscle and his business prowess. Every business that you're involved in, every corporation, every enterprise should be related to the rollout. You should be showing the world your influence. You should be showing people that you still run the game. And this was a small step. And this was like, okay, I like what I see here. And you can see this on the screen. And not only did Drake have the seats frozen out, if you're a Drake fan, then you might be a fan of somebody named Baby M, who has been the muse of some of our favorite Drake songs. Whether it's Calling for You, whether it's Hours in Silence, whether it's On the Radar Freestyle, Drake references her frequently, right? She's the one who he went to court for, all dressed up with the prosthetic makeup, and people still were able to tell it was him, right? He paid that lawyer fee, so we know she's one of Drake's favorites. And she also was at the game, not together, but she was at the game. I just thought I would include that because all these little tidbits of information are going to be important. And I promise you, this is going to tie into the news that I'm going to reveal in a minute. But once I saw this, I said, okay, we're back in rollout mode. Let's connect some more dots. Now you'll see this Instagram page I'm on. This is Ben Dorado, who has been the creative director for all of the Iceman episodes, right? You see episode 3, you see the art for What Did I Miss, episode 1. And he's been included in this rollout since its inception when we go back to the Drake Plot Twist account. You'll notice here he has a new profile picture and he updated it. Whenever he updates his profile picture, that typically means a new episode is on the way. We've been tracking that. And again, I've been on top of this rollout since it started. So some of these things, if you haven't been here before, maybe like, what is this guy talking about? I promise you, I don't cap. I keep it facts over feeling and facts over fiction. Then last week, Drake was spotted filming a music video or having a video shoot at a Toronto municipal building, and then we can watch the video from that right here. It's a little difficult to see, but he's in that window right there. Important info. Important info. You know, how do people even find these things? It just takes off running. I don't know. Is this on purpose? Is it an accident? I have no clue. But all of these things, this is important information that I have to give you. Now, before I give you some more information that's already out there, I will tell you what I heard. Earlier in the week, before any of these things happened, except like the Iceman seats, I received a message. I don't know this person. I don't know this person personally, but I received a message that the album was ready. That's the message that I got, that the album is ready, that it might have been they didn't confirm if it was turned in or not, but that the album was ready. That's all I got. That's the message I received, right? And then once people tell me things all the time, but again, how can I confirm it? How can I deny it? I'm not a journalist. I don't know people. Some of these pages are random, private, spam pages. So who am I to confirm or deny? That's why I don't really say a lot of things because number one, I don't want to look like a fool, but I feel great about saying this tonight. So that's the message I got earlier in the week. And then more and more things started to happen. More and more of those, Insider Hub and those other accounts and the Iceman on X or Twitter. Shout out to my man APOC. Shout out to stuff too. So now I just got to connect the dots. And I said, well, this seems to align. This seems to align. This seems really far off. So once those things started rolling in, I said, okay, I feel confident about saying that the album is ready now because I'm seeing enough that puts the dots together. But let me say this. I could be wrong. The source could be wrong. Multiple sources can be wrong because I think Drake has been keeping this really tight to the vest, especially because of all of the leaks, especially because of all of the chatter, especially with the label situation. I don't think he can afford for anything to go wrong. So he could be planting seeds of misinformation to spot a leak or plans of misinformation to maybe see how people will react to things. That's plausible as well. Now let's go to two more people. You have academics who said just in, Iceman on the way. That is what he said yesterday. And then I don't know if we should trust Fantano about anything, but he dropped a video and let's listen to what he said.
Keep an eye out, keep an ear.
Let's start from the beginning. Sorry.
Drake, Iceman, it is happening. Based on my exclusive source, Iceman will be dropping in the next 36 hours. Keep an eye out, keep an ear out. Iceman in 36 hours. You're welcome.
Now, he is not the biggest Drake fan. I mean, him and Drake have had their war of words, and I think his maybe my trust in him as a source is a light one, no pun intended. But that's what he said. So there are so many people saying it. It's like, all right, it's probably coming that maybe the album was handed into the label, or maybe the official word came out that yes, the album is done. And while I was recording this video, let's look at what DJ Funk Flex says. Shout out to Flex. Shout out to the whole New York City, all my New York City DJs. This is what Flex says. Flex says tonight, 7 p.m., Hot 97, unreleased Drake music. Is it a leak? Is it music from the album? I don't know, but that's what Flex said. So I have the Hot 97 on and going. So if the music is played, I will be right here after this video releases to say it. Now, look. Listen, man. The rollout, I think, has to come back strong and in effect. I think you finish episode 3 on like a huge cliffhanger. Drake comes from a TV background. He produces television. His company DreamWorks makes some of the best shows on cable television and on Netflix. So you're not a fool. You can't just end on a cliffhanger. You need to finish the story. So I want, and I believe the fans want, an episode to close this out. And I think we want some more things on the way. I think obviously we're going to get some music videos. Hopefully those will be tied into the live episode. But I want to see more of a rollout. I want to see the Amazons. I want to see physical copies. So those things take time. So I don't think the album is coming out tonight, right? Or in the next 12 hours. And again, I could be wrong about that. But I do think that the project is done and now the other parts of the rollout can commence. I think Drake senses the magnitude of the moment. The industry definitely senses it. If you listen to your favorite media members, podcast personalities, YouTube personalities, the album keeps coming up. I mean, the picture that I posted of the frozen seats did like 2 million views on Instagram, 6 million views on other social platforms. And those are just from the major sources that picked it up, not accounting for the content creators. So the game is thirsty. I know people are out there and they're like, oh, why do people keep saying Drake has been absent? He's dropped mad music. Drake dropped an album last year, 2025. That was amazing. Some sexy songs for you, still on the Billboard 200 when it comes to albums. 2 great singles on there. One of them went number 2. But he hasn't done his feature run how he typically does. He hasn't put out records like he typically does. So 40 songs is not even the amount because people were trying to count leaks as songs. People were counting previews as songs. Listen, man, let's be real. I know it's content, but we know that those are not actual releases. This has been very quiet for Drake. This is the longest that we have went without seeing a Drake release, a solo Drake project. I think it's like 900 days. So the people are waiting. And you know who's waiting more than the fans? The haters. Give the haters what they want, something to talk about. I cannot wait. Iceman on the way. I don't like to be wrong, so please make sure Iceman is on the way if you're watching. Listen, man, my name is Jay Roebuck. No one has covered the Iceman rollout as closely as I have. No one has dived into the business of the rollout and all of the business that's been going on behind the scenes closer than I have. And I don't only cover this for Drake. I did the same for J. Cole. I did the same for Baby Keem. And whenever a dope rollout is on the way, I will cover it. Justin Bieber as well. So please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hype the video if you're watching on mobile. These things are key to this page continuing to grow. So many people leave comments and say, how do you only have 8K subs? I think the sub count will grow. It's a slow race. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But Every time you guys do those things and share this video, that helps the channel grow. So my goal for the end of the year was 100K subs, and that's a lofty goal, but I don't want to think small. Let's shoot for the moon, man. And even if we miss, we still amongst those stars. I appreciate you all for checking the video out. A lot more content on the way. And once Iceman drops, boy, do we have some surprises on this channel for how we will cover the entire drop and the end of the rollout. Everybody stay tuned, stay frosty, and buckle up, because the best album of the year is on the way.